This is Apple's clear case for the iPhone 16, and it is supposedly the best case on sale as it allows full functionality of the camera button. The camera button sits flush with the case and uses the same sapphire crystal found on the iPhone. It works by employing 6 contact pads on the inside to allow for swipe gestures. But is it any good? Well, let's start with the unboxing experience. Like all Apple products, it comes with a peel-away seal, which is now made out of paper instead of plastic. Funnily enough, Apple has published an entire research paper about its own paper and packaging strategy, which is such an Apple thing to do. Upon pulling back the top flap, we are greeted with a pull tab and the case just slides out. The case is suspended in the middle of the box on a paper tray, which ensures that it does not touch the sides, which is great because one can just pop it out like so, and are left with a case which is completely clear and unblemished, unlike other brands whose cases come scratched right out of the box. So there's the main aspect, which is the flush sapphire camera button, and this is the MagSafe ring, which has some information and branding on it, such as the famous words designed by Apple in California. And there's one more thing in the box, which is the warranty and regulations booklet, and that's about it. This case is designed to snap on and snap off. And as you may have guessed it, it's all centered around keeping the camera button safe, which is why the packaging has a nifty little diagram which tells you to first slide the phone right side first into the case, then push on the left half of the phone to snap the case onto your iPhone, which then displays a MagSafe animation to acknowledge the attachment. Now onto the feel of the camera button itself. It feels about the same to do a full mechanical press. The haptic half press works and sliding feels natural as your fingers slide over the smooth case and button combo. Now onto protection. The clear case by Apple holds up pretty well on 3 out of 4 sides. The back is hard plastic while the rails use a more pliable clear plastic composition, which should absorb drops well. However, the entire bottom half of the phone, which includes the charging port, the speaker, and the microphone, is left completely unprotected. The buttons are fully sealed because there's no longer a mute switch, which means no scratches will be caused due to dust collection. But this does necessitate a harder press for an action to be registered by the phone. Moving on to the camera section, the side lip sits quite a few millimeters higher than the camera lenses, which is great for drop and scratch protection. When it comes time to remove the case, it's a bit tricky at first, but one has to start with the left side, the volume button side. But once you get one corner off, it's easy sailing from there on. Fun fact, the image on the box is a 1:1 replica of the actual case itself. This case supports the new MagSafe 2.0 standard, which has up to 25 watts of wireless charging with the new MagSafe puck. Some third-party cases may not work with this. It's also compatible with older MagSafe accessories like the MagSafe battery pack. The smooth wear means the silicone back of the battery pack sticks extremely well and will not disconnect until one lifts it upward, which is great if you intend on using, I don't know, a fine woven MagSafe wallet for who knows what reason. Speaking of disgusting things, time to discuss the build quality. Across nearly 2 decades of having held Apple products, this one takes the prize for having the worst quality control. The edges of the plastic cover for the MagSafe aligning magnet have a jagged rough finish to them on one side, while the other side has a nice clean cut. Furthermore, there are random black flecks dotting the case, like at the center of the MagSafe ring, the white surround for the camera button, and near the top right of the camera cutout, to name just a few. With a light colored iPhone, the smaller flecks of black soot are only visible from up close, but large ones like the one on top is apparent even from a modest distance. For more barf-inducing content, here's the jagged edge of the white plastic MagSafe ring cover. This is extremely sloppy work from a company which boasts about having class-leading quality. Time for the verdict on Apple's clear case. Should you avoid it, consider it, shortlist it, or go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should consider Apple's clear case for the iPhone 16, since the packaging means the case arrives with 0 scratches. But this only applies until comparable and more budget-friendly third-party cases are released, because for $50, this is not an acceptable level of build quality. Regardless of employing fancy materials like a sapphire crystal covered button, which feels the exact same as the one on the iPhone itself.